Hey, this is Adam with TopEarnerFastTrack.com, and in this video I'm going to be sharing some basic Twitter strategies you can implement now to start attracting your ideal prospect. Okay, so 5 strategies. The first thing you need to do is make sure you set up your Twitter profile so that it is magnetic to your ideal prospect. So as an example here, here's my profile. This is an actual Twitter account that I'm generating daily leads from. And I'm going to talk about everything I'm doing. But as you can see here, it's attractive, right? So this is a picture of me when I was in, my wife and I travel the world. So we build our business while traveling. And this is Canyonlands in Utah. So one of the things I really stand for in business is, growing your business in a way that's automated and uses systems and leverages your time so that you can have the freedom to do more of what you want, right? So as you can see here in my profile, I say Globetrotter, Entrepreneur, Business Coach, showing you tools and strategies to grow and scale your home business and have total freedom too. Okay, and then my website is actually going to my blog. So my website domain brands me, all right? It's not branding my company, any company that I'm a distributor for. It's branding me, right? So my blog is TopEarnerFastTrack.com. So when they click through this, they'll actually take into a blog that shares strategies on how to build a business. So think about who you want to attract. And if you want to be attractive to people, one thing you don't want to do on your social media profiles is litter your profiles with your company and product information. Because if you do that, when people land on your accounts, they're going to know right away that you're just another one of those MLM people, right? And I love the industry, but when people find me, I don't want them to think I'm just another one of those people that's going to pitch them a business or a product, right? You want to make yourself attractive. So to set up your profile, think about your ideal prospect and who you want to attract, and set up your profile accordingly. Okay, so that's step 1. Second one is there's a great tool I use for automating my content tweets. Okay, now automation, a lot of people sometimes I think are hesitant to do automation because they also, it is important that you're personally engaging on these different social media platforms, but automation is a big piece in terms of getting results in a way that's time leveraged, right? But I have a specific strategy for it I'm going to share with you right now. So I use a tool called Tweet Jukebox. What I really like about Tweet Jukebox is it allows you to really automate different types of content. So you can be sharing basically a variety of content in your feed. So what you do is you create a Tweet Jukebox account. They have a free version. I actually use like a $10 per month premium version, but you can use a free version to get started. And when you create your account, you just connect your Twitter account. You can connect, with this version, you can connect actually multiple accounts. And then what you do is you create these jukeboxes. Okay, so like I have a couple different jukeboxes set up. I have my blog. I have different excuse me. I have different blog posts that I've added as content to in this jukebox, and then I also have one for quotes, success quotes, and image quotes. So when I think about my ideal prospect, I want to attract people who are already in network marketing, who are leaders, who are into personal development, and so quotes, success quotes, inspiration is some of the type of stuff that my audience responds to. I also have blogs that share a ton of value, teaching strategies to help people grow their business. Again, this is attractive, right? It's not me pitching them, it's me sharing value. Okay, so you set up these different jukeboxes, and you can set up you could categorize this in many different ways as you want. Right now, I just have these two jukeboxes that I've created. Okay, and then what you do is you just add new tweets, right? So you can basically bring up each of these different jukeboxes. You can add new tweets to your queue, and then if you go to schedule here, you can actually schedule them to go out on a scheduled basis, right? So it's really easy to set up. And really what I want to do with this video is just give you a high-level understanding of what I'm doing. So I have my blog post content and different success quotes and image quotes that I find inspiring, and I know my audience will too, going out on a scheduled basis. Okay, so that's the second thing I do. The third thing is I have a follow and unfollow strategy. So if you're asking, well, how do you go about actually growing a targeted following on Twitter? And I'm going to show you a really cool tool. It's called Status Brew. And really the basic concept here is if you want to start attracting your ideal prospects, you don't want to just go out, onto Twitter aimlessly and without a strategy. The best way to start growing a targeted following on Twitter is to make a list, sit down and make a list of influencers in your specific niche, okay? And then find their Twitter accounts so that you can follow their followers. And then what'll happen is as you're following the followers of other influencers in your niche, a percentage of them will follow you back. And what you'll see is that incrementally your Twitter following will keep growing and growing and growing. Okay, so what you do with this tool called Status Brew, you can go to app.statusbrew.com. What you do is if you go here, how do I do this again? I know. So if you're in statusbrew.com, what you'll do is you're going to add sources. Okay, so when you log in to Status Brew, you'll see down here that you can add up to 2 sources at a time. So what I've done is I've added 2 different sources, and you can add sources based on actual accounts. You can also add sources based on hashtags. So when you add these sources, like Eric Worre, for example, is an industry leader. He's an MLM icon, and he has like 60,000+ followers, right? So I've added him as a source, and I've also added the hashtag MLM. So now when I go into my account here, which I've connected in Status Brew, I can basically load all of, like I can choose one of the sources that I have. So let's say I choose Eric Worre, right? And then I can go over here, and using this tool, I can choose a mode called Fast Follow. And it's going to bring up all of these. These are all Eric Worre followers that are not following me, okay? So then what you do is you can just go through this list, and you can click. This is their Fast Follow feature. And what you'll see in the top right here is that your follower count is incrementing. So I'm going to show you this. I'll just do this for a minute. Let's see if there we go. It's not really showing. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see in the top right, my follow count is increasing, right? So, and in some cases, like if you choose a source, there'll only be a certain number you're allowed to follow at a time, and Twitter will actually give you a notification. So when you're first starting out with this, I don't recommend following more than maybe like 100 people a day. And then what you want to do is after like a period of 10 days, you can select this right here where it says not following back, and you can unfollow people who haven't followed you. Right? So the idea here though is to do this on a periodic basis. So like for a series of 10 days, be following about maybe 100 people a day, and then every 10 days, unfollow people who have not been following you back. All right? And what you're going to see is your follower count is going to start increasing, and the cool thing is these are going to be followers that are in your target audience. Okay? So that's the follow-unfollow strategy I use. Now, the other thing you can do is you can set up direct messaging to automatically go out to your new followers. I'm going to show you how you do that. So if you go to community, this is also in Status Brew. Where do we go here? So what you want to do is in Status Brew here, if you click down, you can go to, where it says community, you can go to automate. Okay? And what it allows you to do is send out a welcome DM, okay? This is a welcome direct message to everybody who follows you. Now, one piece of advice I have here for you is what is common now in this industry is that when people send these welcome messages out, they're sending people to like a capture page. And what's happening is more and more people are getting fatigued from constantly being bombarded with lead capture pages. So my suggestion is that you don't do that. So like if you look at my welcome message here, it says, hey, first name. So this will insert their name. I say, don't worry, I'm not going to link you to a capture page. Instead, I made you this quick video sharing 5 simple Twitter strategies to attract your perfect prospect to your MLM business. No opt-in. Right? And in doing so, I'm doing a couple of things here. Number one, I'm standing out from the masses of people that are bombarding people with capture pages and annoying people, and I'm leading with value. I'm sending people to my blog where I actually give them a bunch of free stuff without expecting anything in return. There is a cool trick I'm doing as well, which is I have a pixel set up on my blog so that that audience, anybody who goes to my blog, is actually being captured into a custom audience, but I'm not like requiring people to give me their email address or anything like that. And people appreciate that. They don't want to be bombarded with capture pages, right? They get that stuff all the time. So that's one tip I have for you, is lead with value. Send them to your blog or something like that. And you can also set up welcome tweets where you just acknowledge new followers. Like in this case, I'm when someone sends me when somebody follows me, they're going to automatically get one of these welcome tweets, and it's a rotation. So you can set these up. So that's really cool too. And then the last thing is use tracking links. I use Bitly. Okay, so whenever when I'm sharing my blog posts and I'm setting this up in Tweet Jukebox, I create Bitly links for all my blog posts so that I can come back here and see which blogs are actually getting clicked, right? Which links are getting clicked. That way I can actually continue to improve the content that I have and just keep the content in there that people are actually responding to. Okay? Bitly is a free service, and what's cool is you can create bit links, excuse me, and then you can easily see like how many people are clicking through your different links, right? So those are the 5 strategies that I'm using. Again, it's helping me generate daily leads from my Twitter account, which is really cool. So for more tips and strategies on how to implement this specific strategy step by step, where it's actually my friend Adam that takes you through the whole process of how to set this up, gives you a ton of additional value to really take this strategy to the next level for your business, so you can really start crushing it out. Just go to www.topearnerfasttrack.com/Twitter. You will then enter your email there and have access to like a 93-minute training. Okay, so it's a really in-depth training that shows you exactly how to implement all this stuff. So hopefully you got a lot of value. If you want to continue to get more value from me, you can also just check out my blog at topearnerfasttrack.com. I look forward to seeing you there and to helping you grow your business. Have a great day.